All right, welcome back to Wingnut's Garage. We're finally ready to get started on the next project. Got the buggy pretty squared away. Now it's time to start something new. So we're gonna be working on my square body project. I don't totally have this whole build planned out yet, but I think the first order of business is just gonna be getting it power washed so we can pull it into the shop and start working on it. I think the first thing I wanna do with it is basically just tear down to the frame and start there. I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe cutting the frame and doing a short bed, but I might not. I think I'm gonna leave it the full frame, but either way I'm gonna have to beef up the suspension and axles and everything for the kind of motor that's gonna go in this thing. We'll get it power washed, get it in the shop, and then I'll show you what we got going as far as starting to tear things down. All right, so here we are. It's in the shop. Actually cleaned up pretty nice with just the power washing. It's gonna be much nicer to work on now. But as you can see, it's a little rough in spots. You can see I'm definitely gonna have some rust repair to do in certain spots, fender and on the bed. Hood's a little worse for wear. Obviously the paint is junk, but I don't know what I'm gonna do eventually about the paint. That remains to be decided. I'm definitely going to do something pretty custom for the bed. I'm gonna take these fleet sides off and probably buy step side tubs from LMC Truck or something, and then fabricate my own bed sides, like essentially my own custom step sides. I think that'll be kind of cool because I toyed around with the idea of, cutting the frame and turning it into a short bed, which would obviously match the look better for having a step side bed. But if I leave it the full size, it's kind of cool, actually, I think. So it's gonna be more unique that way, so I think that's the way I'll go for that. You can see the fleet side bed sides that we have now is where there's a lot of rust repair to do, but since I'm gonna be going custom on that anyway, that kind of doesn't matter. So I think for right now, first thing, I have no idea what the order of operation should be, but it makes sense to me to get it down to bare frame because I'm gonna be customizing the suspension pretty good. So I figure start there. So we'll start with getting the front fenders off, the hood off, core support, and just the whole front end blown apart. So that's what we'll start with. so do I. Hood's off.
Step one complete.
Step one complete step one of a million.
Yeah.
All right, hood's off. Here's what we got going for motor. This is the engine that came with it. Hey, do you remember what motor this was? Is this just a 350?
No.
No, the guy said it was like a 302 or something, right?
305, I
A
believe.
305?
Yeah, he said it came out of a Corvette.
Yeah, he said it came out of a Corvette, but I'm repeating just because I got the microphone on me.
Oh, okay.
FYI. Ooh, I see a intake bolt loose. Look,
Oh, yeah.
intake manifold bolt in there is loose. Sounds pretty good when it's running. He's got those, or he had those kind of cool retro, what do you call those, like studded valve covers with the T-stud things. It's a tired old motor. It does actually run, but we're gonna tear it out. And we're gonna have way more motor in it than this little thing. So at this point, theoretically, we have a lot of room in here to fit stuff. But I'm sure as soon as, I start working on this, I'm gonna run out of space fast, but hopefully not. Like I'm thinking, because I think I wanna run Oris for the suspension. Frame rail there. I'm thinking if I can fit it, I'm gonna have to figure out valve covers that'll fit around there, but you get those shock towers from Barnes. I'll have to figure out what the right size is, height-wise, for a shock that'll go in there. But, I don't know. Oops. Step one of 3 million is complete. The hood is off. There's Dad. You have anything to say? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. It's cool. I was looking around. I'm gonna have some rust repair, but check this out. A lot of the rust repair is on the bedside, which I'm axing anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And you can get new fenders for these.
Yeah.
So, which I would recommend. The cab corners and the rockers will have to repair.
Are they smoked? I haven't even looked.
In the floor. They're not horrible, but yeah, it's rust.
Oh yeah.
There's a hole back there in the cab corner. But these fenders, because
you can get just the cab corner piece too, and I can stitch it in there.
Yeah.
They sell just the bottom cab corner part.
Right.
Yeah.
And same way with the rockers, you can replace the rocker. You can just.
And then like you said, I'll just get new fenders.
Now, well, here's the deal though. What size tires are you going to have on there? Are you going to have bigger?
Yes.
Because they obviously.
Oh yeah, I'll just keep these and cut them.
Right.
Yeah.
If you need to enlarge that well anyway, you're going to get rid of that. You're going to get rid of that probably.
Yeah.
So you might be able to use these.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of rust up here, but not a hole yet. You might be able to save that.
All right.
So if you're going to go 37s or something.
Or 40s.
Well, I don't know if you want to do that for a road vehicle, but, or primarily a road vehicle. You want it to have off-road capability, but you want it to be mostly off-road or mostly your daily driver. Personally, I would go like 37s if it's going to be your daily driver.
That's boring though.
Yeah, but
The Paul's tow truck's got 40s.
Yeah.
He drives that on the street all the time.
Yeah.
Because keep this, bear this in mind.
So even with 37s, you're going to have to cut those fenders.
Yeah.
So,
bear this in mind though. The BFG 40s isn't really a true 40. It's like a 38, 39.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I was thinking that. Like if you look on my truck, those are 33s BFGs.
Right.
And I think those run a little small too. So that's kind of why I was thinking 40s. It's not really 40, it's like 39, 38, 39, something like that.
Yeah, so you're going to lose some of that anyway, so you probably won't have to buy fenders.
Yeah.
And you can go whatever you want to do, like, the emblems used to be there, but me, I like to delete all that stuff anyway, so you just weld those up, unless you want to have emblems on it.
Or we could make something.
Yeah.
If I had a milling machine.
There's a place that custom makes those.
Yeah, there's some place online too that'll do billet
Yeah.
ones. Billet customs or something. I don't know. I got to look in my parts notes if we had a milling machine.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the excuse to get a milling machine. Well, time to throw that socket away. Get a new socket.
Get a new socket.
Yeah. The old throw it on the ground trick.
Yeah.
Long live the impact. It's definitely one of my favorite tools. Ooh, that one broke. I guess it's lost.
We had it because did we compare?
No, it's lost forever. Yeah, it'll turn up when I buy a new one. That's how it comes back, you know? As is typical in the adventures of shopdom, me and Dad had to spend the next 15 minutes looking for a socket that vanished into thin air. It must have fell off the core support. Of course, naturally it bounces to the most hidden, obscure place that it could possibly find to bounce to. We eventually found it though. It turned up no match for a hammer. There, I'll open the door. It needs to open a little bit. Yeah, there it goes.
Whoa. Close the door again. There we go. Grab those shoes there. Okay, fender is off. We got a fun place to put them. So we were all ready to take the fender off, and it wouldn't come. Had all the bolts out, then we found out somebody put a spot weld under there.
Oh, you're talking here at this very bottom?
Yeah, there's a fairly thick weld, about a 1/2 inch long. So, success.
What a pain in the ass that was.
Once we got the weld cut, came right off.
Who the fuck welds the goddamn fender? Gotta show it. Somewhere down there. I don't remember where I cut it, but.
Right there.
And then you got your wheel.
Right there
Yeah.
was a weld.
Somebody globbed a big ass weld on there too. It's like, what is the point of that?
Oh well.
All right, fender's off now. I think we'll move on to the radiator. Getting the radiator drained, removed, and then probably bumper and the rest of the core support. See how well I can do this without spilling it all over the floor. Thing has been worked on before and it's cobbled together. You got a bolt and 3 lock washers. I don't think you need that many lock washers. If you've never seen these before, I love these things. They're called Nipex. It's like an adjustable wrench, but it actuates like pliers, as you can see. Flat jaws and they move parallel to each other, but you can adjust the size, like an adjustable wrench. Comes in handy all the time. I have a bigger set too. They come in different sizes, as you would imagine. It's handy when you don't feel like finding the wrench size. All right, radiator's out. I didn't even spill that much. Core support off. All right, core support is off. That was a major pain in the ass. That's what you get with these old projects. Everything's rusted. Had to break out the big guns. My big 1/2" impact with wobbler. These big 19 millimeter, they're like body bolts, but for the core support, obviously. They were rusted in there. Okay, so that's what we're working with as far as the frame. So I'm gonna have to figure out, show you on this side. I'm gonna have to figure out, after I get the engine out of here, what I'm gonna do for the suspension. Because I'm not gonna use the stock shock mount, because I'd like to put a bigger shock on there. So I'm thinking just pull those leaves out of there. Obviously, I'll be getting a new heavier duty axle and then probably get some shock tower mounts from Barnes. That'll probably mount somewhere in here. I don't know, maybe I'll cut those off, and then it'll be somewhere in this vicinity for shocks, and then they'll go down to the axle there instead of being off to the side like that. I'm planning on running ORIs, which is a combination, I'll show you when I get the parts obviously, but it's a combination spring and shock all in one unit, and bump stop for that matter. So I figure that'll make the packaging nice and easy. I'll have to deal with the steering column though. Won't have the steering column problem on this side. Next up is the bumper. Nothing would be possible in automotive mechanicking without wobbler sockets. Right into the water. Oh, wasp nest. Bumper's off. All right, let's try this here. All right, that'll do it for this video. Square body project is officially kicked off. Hope you stick around and see lots more videos in this series coming. Next up is going to be getting everything disconnected from the motor in the cab and transmission and drivetrain and all that. And we're going to be pulling the engine out. Going to get a totally different drivetrain. After we get that off, probably get the cab off, the whole project down to bare frame, and I'll start building it back up with the suspension. So stick around. Thanks for watching.